welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, I'm excited to get into today's video because today we're doing a bit of a unique video. We're getting into all about your next chapter in love. So what is this next chapter in love going to be for you? Who's going to come through? What are you going to experience? What is it going to be like? We're really going to be tapping into the differences, not really trying to lean on the current reality, but really what we have moving forward. So I'm really excited for your next chapter. I'm doing this reading along with you guys. I picked a pile as well, so I'm just really excited to get into it. So per usual, my Etsy shop is always linked in the description below if you would like your own private tarot reading. Other than that, make sure to pause the video if you're needing more time to pick on your pile, but we're just going to jump right in. We have group 1 with Amazonite Crystal Point and the Arcanum Tarot. First option, we have group number 2 with the Star Tarot and the Apatite Stone Crystal Point. There's that. We have group 3 with the Galactophane Crystal Point and the Wheel of the Year Tarot. There's that one. And then we have group 4 with the Mermaid Tarot and the Sunstone Crystal Point. So yeah, you guys, really tap into your intuition with this one. You can always pick more than one pile in all of my videos as well. These readings are timeless, so you know, all of them. And yeah, we're getting into your next chapter in love. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right, if you chose pile 1 with the Arcanum Tarot and the Amazonite Crystal Point, this is your reading, your next chapter in love, okay? Who is coming through? What is it going to be like? What are you going to experience? What is going on moving forward into your next chapter in love? So Spirit, please come through and tell me what their next chapter in love for group 1 is going to be like. What do they do to experience? What is going to be going on? Ooh, I love this. You love to see it. We got the abundance card that showed up for you. This one says, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So, you know, I do this personally every couple of months whenever I'm single because there's always things that I'm learning and, you know, realizing about myself. I always communicate with Spirit and to my angel team, like, this is what I'm looking for, making sure everyone is on the same accord so we can move, you know, together. But abundance, your next chapter in love is going to be an abundant one. And exactly what you ask for, you know, manifest exactly what you want. Very, like, a life that's easy to be grateful for. And this person that you're manifesting, you know, could be someone with a large amount of money. You may be specifically working on your own, you know, financial abundance. So you've been asking Spirit to send you someone who's also financially abundant. Ooh, we have coffin and not enough. So definitely putting an end to your current, and then we have not today that came up. And I just heard not today, Satan, like tapping into this energy. I just feel like you guys are moving into a space where no one can bother you. When no one can get you off your, get you to like compromise your desires. So no one can get you to surrender to their lower level of life. You know exactly what it is that you want and you're willing to put in the work for what it is that you want. So you're expecting that to return to you, and it is. We have engagement rings. So your next chapter in love, you're going to be getting engaged, you guys. This one says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy for you guys. I mean, I feel like you really do deserve it. Like, I get a, what's that saying? Like a go-getter energy with you guys, like very much so committed to working hard, not afraid of hard work, like willing to put in the work. And I just get a very, like a very passionate energy from you guys. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. We have the clock. Need time, takes time in It says in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. So you're next, and I get that this is a transformation, and Spirit does want to include the transformation for us today, so we'll get into that. I can set my attention all I want, but ultimately Spirit, you know, is channeling me these messages, so we got to go with what we're given. But what I can definitely say, you guys, your pile really started off with a bang. Wow. Abundance and engagement ring, and I feel like you had to wait quite a while for it to come through. We have coffin and not enough. So I feel you kind of like, you know, going through endings. This could be the current energy, not enough, and you kind of putting that to bed. In the future, this space that your life is in, it's only getting better from here. And if you think that your life is amazing now, then it's crazy to think that you're, you know, putting an end to that and it's going to be so different that it's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just amazing. If you're putting putting your current version of your life into a coffin, then you're blowing out of the stratosphere. But yeah, this one says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So I do feel like you guys are kind of currently in that transition phase, and Spirit is saying like you're gonna realize one day that things really are totally different, you know, and that can be the frustrating part. It kind of feels like you're always transforming. You're never just like all the way in the good part, like, you know, what you want your life to be. But with you guys, I do see that you're going to be all the way in that new version of your life, and it's going to be a stark contrast, seriously different. So you're going to feel it, you're going to see the difference. Not enough, frustrated in relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So you may have issues, you know, with not feeling like enough because you just have simply never been chosen. In the future, you're chosen. There is one engagement ring that this person is giving out, and they're giving it out to you. So I can definitely say that your current reality is going to be different from your future reality. But you may be working through these issues now. We do have separation. So if you are in a relationship, there may be a break that you guys are taking, and then you're coming back together stronger than ever. You may be taking a break, working on your abundance and working on getting yourself in alignment, your life purpose, that kind of thing. And then this person is coming back when they have something to offer you. But if you're in separation with someone, honestly, I want to say that you're not. It's going to be someone else that's going to come through, but we'll see as the reading unfolds. We're only in the first deck here, but this one says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's all a process. And like I said, you know, this isn't going to be the forever energy, but I feel like there's a separation that's going to happen. And this could also be you separating, like getting off the dating apps, you going about dating in a different way, not dating in the way that you are used to. And then we have not today. This one says not dealing with her, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. So you still may be working through the anger that you have towards a person, or someone may be still kind of working through like their own feelings that they have towards you. But I do feel that you're going to get over that. So there's a lot of healing happening. Your next chapter in love, the chapter that you're in is, I feel like for a lot of you, you're already in this separation energy, which is good that it's already initiated and it's not like going to get significantly worse before it gets better. For most of you, I feel like you've already gotten past the worst part, you know, the separation, and there may be some avoidance that someone else is having towards you and having a conversation, some avoidance that you're having. Like there's some parts that, you know, of your journey, parts of you that you don't quite want to shine the light on quite yet, because it's going to be very hard. But what I can say is that I do see that during this current process that you're in, you're going to be moving past that. So you're going to address the stuff, the elephants in the room. You know, there may be conversations had as well. Really working through some feeling. I feel like putting to bed this version of yourself that feels like you're not enough as well. And then moving into, you know, your phase when you are fiance. Love it. Look at that. We got the 10 of Pentacles. I freaking love the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is that full family picture. It's like you have everything. You really have everything. And if you look at the card, the way the pentacles, they're kind of like pointing almost like an arrow. Like we're going up from here. We're moving forward. Things really do get better for you guys. So You love to see it. But yeah, Spirit is saying for you guys, you know, I feel like Spirit, for whatever reason, doesn't want to give you, I don't know, I feel like an energy of holding back here. I'm like, why can't we just get excited and focus on the reading, Spirit? And, you know, Spirit's kind of like, no, we can't skip over this part because otherwise we're not in alignment to get that ring. I feel like you guys are going for the gusto. You want it all. I want everything. I want the best of the best. And so there's definitely like an initiation or a process of, you know, fully becoming that version of yourself that is worthy of it all or in alignment with it all. Nine of Cups, very self-fulfilled. Ooh, and the Ace of Wands, very passionate and unwavering about what it is that you want, what it is that you need. I don't feel like you're gonna, like, I feel like you guys will come to the realization, I just can't. I cannot deal with a relationship without passion. I am not made, I'm not built for a relationship where I don't feel like my partner wants me, where I don't feel like they need me. Page of Cups in reverse. I can't deal with these little girls anymore, these little boys. Like, I can't deal with these people that are immature. I need a higher level relationship. I feel like you guys are realizing your own worth and value as a spiritual being as well. Like, you know that you do energy healing work in your sleep. You wake up, you're still tired, and you're starting to realize and remember who you are in a spiritual way. And you're like, I'm a whole spiritual being. You think Aphrodite is going to be down here checking for a F-boy? No way. Ever, like, you know what I mean? And I see like you guys are realizing your own divinity, and in that you're just like, it's just like, you know, feeding, it's like giving a snack to a, trying to eat a snack after going to the gym. You know what I mean? Trying to eat a granola bar and expecting that to hold you over through your shift of work that you now have to complete. It's not gonna work. You need a relationship with more substance, and if you don't get that, you're just saying like, listen, I'm a full course meal and I'm gonna need a full course meal as well. Like, Knight of Cups in reverse with this Sun card in reverse. I feel like you guys are going for the best of the best. It's like, it's giving an energy where you want to date someone who is rich. It's giving an energy where you want to date someone who checks every box. You're not cutting any corners. So I'm like, damn, even the Knight of Cups in reverse can't do it for you. You're like, no, Sun in reverse. I want the King of Cups. I want the Queen of Cups. I want the Emperor. I want the Empress. I want it all. I feel like you guys are wanting the best of the best, and you're like, I'm getting out of my own way. Yeah, Seven of Swords is definitely a card of sneakiness and self-sabotage. And with this Seven of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're realizing where you've gotten out of your own way, and no one could, you know, people can make offers all day, but you accepted it. And that's the part that I feel like you guys are kind of working through, because it makes you sad. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm a Cancer, so when I get in my bag, I get in my bag. Like, when I'm sad, I am sad. So when I like realize where I've gotten in my own way, of where I've accepted less, I will just bawl like a baby. And then Spirit's just waiting off in the wings, not even entertaining it. Like, are you ready to pick yourself up though and move forward? Or are you just gonna keep crying? You're gonna keep crying? Okay, I'm gonna let you keep crying, but eventually you gotta pick yourself up, Cancer, because this ain't like, I'm not gonna baby you. And I feel like that's where you guys are. You know, it's hard. It's a really tough pill to swallow, where it's like, okay, they could have offered me that meal, but I chose to eat it. They didn't force, you know, they didn't force it down my throat. Like, I chose this. So, you know, with this World card, I feel like you guys are coming full circle, and I'm really, really proud of you. Your next phase of love, you're going to be feeling a lot of love for yourself, a lot of passion for your life. I feel like you're going to find your life purpose, and your life purpose changes throughout your life. Like, this season in my life, I'm reading tarot, helping the collective. The next season in my life, I may be doing private mentoring, or I may be, you know, getting into shamanism, divination. I may be working on myself. I may be taking a solo journey. Who knows? But, you know, all parts of the journey are equally divine. So this version of yourself right now is walking so the next version of yourself can run. So you got to put some respect on your name, even right now as you are, because ain't nobody dealing with this stuff but you. Nobody got you here but you. So, you know, don't look at the version of yourself now like it's nothing to respect, because baby, that version of you in the future that's engaged and that has all the abundance, she could only be that girl because of who you are today. And that's just period. So put some more respect to your name. But the next chapter in love for you guys, we got the Ten of Pentacles, very financially stable, very financially abundant. Nine of Cups, I just absolutely love it. Like, all the cups are just raining down on you, and you're so fulfilled. I just absolutely love that. And I'm getting an image of, like, you know, tropical, like a tropical shower setting. So, I just get this energy of luxury, vacation, feeling really good. Just your life is so yummy. Ace of Wands, very passionate. You feel like you have purpose in this world, purpose in your life. You feel like you matter to the people around you, good friends, good vibes. You feel like you have a place, like, you know, okay, I know what I'm doing in my love life because I'm a fiance and soon I'll be a husband or a wife. I know, like, my friends, they value me, they invite me out, they want to see me, I want to see them, vice versa. Like, I feel like I have purpose. I see you guys having purpose in all areas of your life, and this is hard, okay? This is hard to get through, you guys, but Page of Wands, you know, like I said, this is you now, you know? You're walking so that Ace of Wands, you'll have that purpose in the future so that you can run later. But Page of Wands, you got to put some respect on your name because, you know, the stuff that you're going through and you're dealing with is not easy. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, you guys, I'm so proud. I really am so proud of you guys. This is amazing. Like, this is what we all kind of want to be. Like, you're becoming truly the best version of yourself, and your spread is not limited to, like, you know, what the next chapter in love is going to be. Like, your next chapter in love is only so good because of all of this work that you've done, you know. We have the Star card in reverse. Listen, the journey is ghetto. I ain't even gonna hold you because it just keeps coming up. Like, Spirit is really not letting off. Like, as soon as I get mushy and gushy, Spirit is like, but it's about to be ghetto to get there. Like, so, you know, it is what it is. But well worth it, I can say. Spirit, what else can you tell me about Group 1? We have Lala and My Bago. Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I'm the author of my own story. So Spirit is saying, watch your, you know, mouth, the things that you say in terms of, like, you know, pessimism. I used to be that kind of person where it's like I had self-deprecating humor, and I would even, like, you know, say things like, I'll never find love. And then that's another 3 freaking months I'm not in a relationship, even though I'm ready as ever to get started. Like, you know, don't words are spells, you know, and you speaking, power of the tongue. Literally every time you speak, your vocal cords vibrate. You are sending out a vibration and literally empowering those words. So do not say something that you don't actually want. And then we have the Warrior Saint with My Bago. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So Spirit is saying, you know, you're in the trenches right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. This is the trenches. But your devotion, your commitment to bettering yourself, to showing up every time as the best version of yourself is attracting what it is that you're ultimately going for, you know? Like, your commitment is attracting your partner, and it's attracting resources and angels, you know, spirits that want to help you and helpful people. Better opportunities. So your devotion, Spirit can see that you're devoted. Spirit can see that you're committed. Every day that you show up, and even every day that you allow yourself to rest so that you can show up tomorrow, is empowering. This journey is empowering you to be able to have the outcome that you ultimately want. So we have the Page of Cups and the King of Earth. King of Earth, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded. A time for great success, financial security, and prosperity, the Midas touch. Everything turning out beautifully. A supportive parent and spouse, a good person to work for. I freaking love this energy because this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot, so it's a non-conventional tarot deck, but this would be the King of Pentacles. The King of Earth, you know, Pentacles is Earth in the tarot, and we have the Queen of Pentacles that came up in the King of Pentacles, so a true pair. So someone who is equally charismatic and a being that is committed to love, someone who is here that can support you, and someone who's also been through their own ghetto journey that's been rough and tough, that they've showed up for time and time again to become the best version of yourself. You know, we got the 7 of air, and then we have the 7 of earth. 7 of air, a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. Material loss. Make sure you're being honest with yourself. Embarrassing secrets. So it's all coming to light. And this is a hard process, but high stakes rewards here. 7 of Earth, seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, unnecessary worry. So Spirit is saying you really got to give it up to God. You really do. You got to give this one up to God, because we had the clock that came up from the very first deck. So that already let me know, like, this is a long time coming. Definitely worth it. Keep going, group 1. Keep going. We have the Page of Water. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody. Messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences or romantic encounters, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. So I feel like moving forward, you're going to have some new experiences. And all I can say with that is just be open, because it's kind of mysterious. Like, we'll see how that turns up. But I do feel like you guys are in the transitional phase. For most of you, the hard part really is over. And you're moving into a space of a lot of healing, what definitely has to happen, but a lot of character building. Like, you're really finding yourself, and you know, then you're being coupled up with your partner. So we have the magic happens when you most expect it, and what does your soul say? And I feel like listening to your soul by meditating and really tapping in is going to be important for you guys, because it's important for you to hear yourself. Magic happens when you most expect it. When you know you're doing what you're being called to and you're doing your best, you know, there's just no room for doubt. There's no room to be like, oh, you know, I'm afraid that things aren't gonna work out, because you know your heart, you know you've been putting your very, very best foot forward. We have cut the cords of doubt and follow through. And that's all that's being asked of you. And it's a lot being asked of you, because follow through means we gotta address a whole lot of baggage, a whole lot of stuff. Wow, I didn't even notice that, but that's so funny. I put the deck down. Usually when I put my decks down, I put them down like this way, you know, not like open up so I can see the card on the bottom. But this card I didn't even notice before, but I had put this up the opposite direction. It says Creator Earth. So a lot of earth sign energy, a lot of building of new foundation. Oh, that's weird. It's just like both sides are like this. Oh, so this one was just flipped upward. Oh, I know why that happened. There were some other cards that I didn't see that flipped over for you guys. So let me address these. But yeah, all of it is well worth it. And Spirit is really kind of asking you just to follow through. Like, these are going to be these are the 2 most important energies for you. Follow through and cutting the cords of doubt. The cords of doubt will be cut as you move forward and you see progress, and as you get more and more confirmation from Spirit, from your angels, from your guides, what it is you're supposed to be doing. So that'll really naturally happen. Spirit is just basically asking you to show up. What do you really want? You know, that's kind of like Spirit saying, how bad do you want it? Okay, if that's what you want, this is what we got to do. We got gratitude again. So Spirit is saying, even in hard times, there's always something to be thankful for, and Spirit's going to continue to deliver things for you to be thankful for, continue to help you to break through boundaries and have a breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. And again, you just need to show up. And then we have celebrate your wins. So Spirit is saying, make sure you're, you know, getting yourself something nice, like a little perfume. I just did that for myself because I just had a super huge thing that happened in my life that I finally conquered. So I rewarded myself with a cute little perfume. You know, buy yourself something nice, or take yourself out to dinner. Treat yourself. What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. Treat yourself to dinner or something nice as you complete these things, okay? Because you need to, your current version of yourself, you're gonna have to put some respect on her name as you're looking back, because like I said, she's crawling, you're crawling right now so that you can walk and run later. And she deserves all the respect in the world, because she is doing the dang thing. So yeah, you guys, that is what I have for you today. All right, group 2 with the Appetite Stone and the Star Tarot. This is your reading. We're getting into your next chapter in love, everything that is happening for you. So let's just get started. Spirit, can you tell me for group 2, what is going to be their next chapter in love? What are they going to experience? Who is coming through? I feel like you guys are kind of trying to look at the bigger picture. I feel like you kind of want more. And we got the dragonfly and the butterfly that came up. So you may be getting a lot of messages from the spirit realm at this time as well. Let's see. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot going on for you guys. So first of all, we have the sword and the rose and paradise that came up for you guys. So your next phase, I feel like is going to be really, really good. And honestly, I'm just going to have to surrender to the way that these readings are coming through, because Spirit is giving me every last detail of your journey. So paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. So I feel like you're already kind of thinking like bigger, dreaming bigger. If you're with someone currently, I feel like you're a bit unsatisfied with the way your relationship is going. And that doesn't mean you necessarily want to break up with them, but you are looking at the bigger picture, like what could we actually have? What could we experience? This isn't the height for us. This isn't the best that we can do. We can have more, we can have better. So I feel like you're kind of looking at that. Expansion and growth, a lot of Jupiter energy for you guys. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So tapping into this energy, I feel like you're taking a fine tune, like you're taking a magnifying glass and you're looking at what you have now, and you're also looking at what could be in the future. And I feel like your taste are definitely expanding. We have the butterfly here. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth, which is very interesting because, you know, this is a reading about your next chapter in love, and I feel like you guys are wanting to cut straight to that. So I get a very gritty energy, a very fiery energy where you guys are like, I'm willing to, like, you're kind of like, Spirit, I feel like you've been resisting getting to, like, doing everything to get to that next phase, but now you're like, okay, I'm willing to take a crash course. I'm willing to go through everything at once so I can literally skip to the good part. And be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Like, tapping into this energy, I feel like you've been trying your best to roll with the punches, and then there's always, it's like things get good or things get doable. You start to get to a point in your love life where you feel satisfied. And then you stop. I feel like you stop putting in like the rest of the work that Spirit told you to do, or doing like that shadow work that's like really, really heavy that you want to avoid. You start to, like, you know, say this is fine. So then you start to just enjoy life. But I feel like there's kind of a crash course coming up. Like, the next chapter in your love life, I feel like is coming rather fast. And I feel like it's coming so fast because you guys are going through this like crash course transformation of complete and utter total surrender to what Spirit is telling you to do. So 2-3 months, like, that's it, you know what I mean? And it's like, whereas before you would have like 6 months to a year, 2 years plus phases of like not having anything happen in love or not be dealing with anyone seriously, where it's like everything is happening really, really fast for you guys. We got clarity, truth, growth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So I feel like the person you're going to end up with, your next chapter in love, this person is going to be like someone, the sword and the rose, like such a powerful energy, like someone who stands up to a challenge with their chest out, like, because they just know, they know of their power and they're willing to put in all of the work. And someone very passionate about you, very protective of you. And I feel like you guys are, with this paradise card, you guys are going to be living a very nice life. We have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to the light, adapt, change, and heal. So I feel like there's this magical energy around you right now. You may have some really gnarly like transits happening in your charts, because I feel like the stars are literally going to align to support this crash course journey. We have Not Today, Girl with the Snake, and Mask. Oh, there's one more card I didn't see under here. The Grim Reaper, oh my God. I've never even gotten this card out of this deck. The Grim Reaper, this relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform your life is what it says. So for those of you who are currently in a relationship, I would say the relationship is over in its current form because you're not satisfied and you're not taking no for an answer. You're like, whatever the hard work is that we have to do, I feel like you guys are showing up fully. Whatever this hard work is, whatever's being asked of me, I'm gonna do that. Like I said, I get a very, like, I don't know how to describe this energy. It's very, it's spontaneous. It comes out of nowhere, but it's very dedicated. And I'm feeling like you're willing to give your all. Like, this energy you feel around you may feel very different than you've ever felt in your life, because it's like, I don't feel like you've ever really seen this side of you. This is like, it's like that feeling that you get when, you have to make a split of the moment decision to save your life. You know, imagine like you're driving and it's really icy, and that moment when your car, you start to lose control of the car. Like, it feels like that's the energy that you feel, and you feel it's like your life is flashing before your eyes. But for you guys, I feel like you feel so powerful and you're initiating this in a way. So that's like even crazier. It's not like, it's like you're controlling that pendulum swing, you know? Girl with the snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable and boundaries. Mask, not showing true feelings, hiding personality, pretending, decluding, and gaslighting. And you're so freaking over it. You are so over it. You are not dealing with this anymore. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding conversation, call person, boundaries, still angry. I feel like you've dealt with people who didn't respect your boundaries. That's crazy. At the bottom of the deck, we got the coffin. We have the freaking Grim Reaper, and then now we have the coffin here. So it's just like your next phase in your life. What I see for you guys in the next 3 months, if you commit to this process, your life is going to totally change. And I feel like, man, my guides are so funny. What they show me is just so funny. But I feel like for you guys, it's different. You're initiating this. I haven't really seen that too many times before, and I've been reading tarot for a long freaking time. We got the Free Yourself card that just flew out. You don't need to be in control of everything for a loving relationship to be successful. So tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are taking total control though. But I feel the free yourself, but the whole like you don't need to be in control thing, nah, I feel like you guys are taking total control, honestly. And like this energy, this is like superhero energy. This is like, imagine how much guts it actually has to take to knowingly go into war. You know, like you got to put respect on the Army's name, the Navy's name, the Air Force. You got to put respect on them because they knowingly go into places where they know it's going down. You got to be a special kind of person to do that. And that's the energy you're showing up in today. It's like, wow, you guys, like the courage, this I'm damn near speechless. Like, I don't even know how to describe this energy you're in. It's so like, it's so gritty. It's so powerful. You're like, I gotta get it. And then we have let go of the need to control that flipped over. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That keeps coming up. And I feel like this is a choice. At the bottom of the deck, we have you are enough. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way that you are. You don't need to change. And this is the thing about free will. Yes, everything, well, that's not necessarily true. Like, our choices definitely impact our future. I was going to say, like, everything happens for a reason, which is, like, true. Everything works out in the end, which is sort of kind of true, but not really. Our choices heavily impact what happens to us. And this is the thing about free will. You guys are like, I could wait for things to get better. I could wait for someone to come along and respect me, or I can go get it in blood. Like, there's this just very wild energy about you right now, but it's like controlled chaos. You guys may be at a point in your life where you're considering learning more about magic. You may be in a point of your life where you're like, something spirit is calling you to do, but I see you taking control. We have overthinking, playing negative scenarios in your head and creating issues that weren't there at first. And I feel like that's more of that gaslighting energy, like you know what you've been through. It's like you know the truth. And honestly, the interesting energy that I get right now from Spirit is that he's kind of like, I get this image of someone with like a, what do you call those? Like, you know how you have the little strings and you can make the little figures dance? I forget what that's called. It's like escaping me, but that's the energy that I get. I get this energy of Spirit kind of almost testing your gangster a little bit, like, it'll all get better, telling you everything that, you know, you've been told over and over again with readings. You've been told over and over again by TikToks and society. Just be positive. And you're like, enough is enough. Pow! Lightning striking is the image I'm getting. Like, this energy that you guys have right now is like so intense. It's like, what if, I forget who it was. I forget who it was, but what if they never showed up that day to pull the, I think it was, what was it? A hammer out of the rock? I forget what it is. I almost want to get my phone, but my phone is like way away from me right now. You know that story of, you know, there's like, what if they never showed up that day? Then they would have never found out their true power and never known of their divinity. You know what I mean? If they didn't show up to pull, I forget what it is, if it's a hammer or if it's a sword and a rock. If you know, you know. Then the story, we've all seen it. But what if they never showed up that day? You know what I mean? That power wasn't given to them. They had to go get it. And that's the thing, like, they said, I am a god. I'm going to try. I'm going to do this. They made a choice to access that level of power. They didn't wake up one day. That's not their story. Not everyone who's powerful wakes up one day with powers. Not all powers are given to you. And I feel this very interesting energy from Spirit right now, where it's like, and I know this is a reading about your next chapter in love, and it's turning out to be so much more than I even anticipated. Like, but I see Spirit kind of testing your gangster. Like, are you going to allow yourself to be comforted by your overthinking? You know what I mean? Just sit down and let everything fix itself. Not today. Put it off. Are you going to allow yourself to be swooned by bullshit? You know what I mean? Or are you going to stand up and say, I know my path is different because I choose it to be? So we have the Temperance card in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I see you guys taking a crash course to, I guess I'll say, life partnership, but it feels like so much more. Like, this doesn't even feel like a romance reading. It really doesn't. Oh my God, things are about to be very uncomfortable for a temporary period of time, a short period of time, but it's like so much is going to happen for you guys because you're making a choice. You're not waiting anymore. And like I said, yeah, Nine of Swords in reverse. You're not waiting like Rapunzel in the castle. Like, you know, you got all that freaking hair, girl, and you couldn't figure nothing out. You're sitting in a castle all day. You ain't got no TV. You ain't got no phone. And you're telling me you couldn't figure out how to... Girl, let me not get started on the Disney girls, because I know you lying. I'm not waiting. No, it's not happening. But I see you guys freeing yourself and creating your own reality, and it's kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen here. We have the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. So what I see is like some healing and learning happening for you guys on an extreme scale. We have the Justice card. You're taking responsibility for your path. Four of Wands in reverse and the Tower in reverse. I do see you getting over, like, it's just like you're not accepting what hasn't worked out for you. Your next phase is going to be very, very powerful, you guys, and it's hard to explain, but for those of you who this reading is really for you, you're going to understand everything I'm saying, and it's going to resonate in your soul and your spirit, because this has been bubbling up inside you. There is something bubbling up inside you that's telling you, go there, go there, go there. You know what I mean? Like I said, the power wasn't given to him. He had to show up in the town square, and he had to try his might. And that's how he gained his divinity. And with you guys, you know, I see you fighting for yourself, not waiting for someone to save you. You know that there's power in the universe, but you're not waiting for it. 8 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse. You're like, I know that the universe is very powerful, but 8 of Wands in reverse, it's not being given to me. The magic isn't magicking. And at this point, I'm going to create my own magic. So it's hard to kind of explain what exactly you're going to go through, but I see you guys on a crash course to having everything you want out of life, out of love, out of, like, it feels so much bigger than this. And the best way to explain it is you're tapping into your personal magic. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to manifest for the first time in your life. This doesn't mean that you're going to do spell work for the first time in your life if you never have. But that's the easiest way to explain it, because when you tap into your personal magic, it's going to be different than anything that anyone else has seen. And our society and the system is set up for you to pay attention to everything else that everybody else has going on. Ooh, this manifestation method worked for me. You're seeing all these TikToks of all these people talking about what spirit told them. And you're tapping into what your spirit, your inner universe is telling you. And what comes out of that, child, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tap into it. But like I said, the best way to explain it, just so you can understand, like, this would be like an energy of you trying magic for the first time. You've been called your whole life to work your magic, and you're finally doing it. And that may be what you're doing. This is going to differ from person to person. We're tapping into, like, you know, the energy of group 2, what's going to be happening for you. But your next phase in love, that's why it's hard to say, because I see you getting everything. It is essentially everything that you want. World card is having everything. We have the 4 of Cups, but you're going within to get it. Ace of Pentacles, you're bringing it out of you. And it's crazy because this Ace of Pentacles in the middle, there's a heart, if you can see it. And you're tapping into your innermost selves. You're balancing all of your chakras. You know, you're using yourself as, you know, like if we have a universe inside of us, if as above, so below, so within, so without, tapping into the inner universe would be more powerful, or just as powerful is trying to sorry, I keep cursing. I'm really trying to work on it. Trying to manifest using moon power, or trying to manifest with the transits, you know, outside of you. Like, I see you guys really tapping into your innermost power, and whatever it is that you want is whatever it is that will manifest. But your next phase is extremely powerful. We have the Bison, abundant success and personal power. You guys, I got chills right now. I have chills because this reading is so powerful. I am in shock at how everything is aligning. You're being guided to be flexible, go with the flow, and allow things to happen rather than force them. Universal opportunities are stacked around you. Center yourself and resonate with your core values, and you will reap many rewards. What I can say about your spread, you guys, is imagine trying to do a tarot reading on finance and using a romance deck. That's how this is kind of coming through, because I keep getting these messages. I feel like you guys have already made up your mind that you're going to take your own path. I'm like, can't really tell, but I'm like shaking. Imagine trying to take your own path, but still like you've already chose to take your own path. You've already made your decision about what you're going to do. So I don't want you to be persuaded or confused. Like, but these cards are telling me, if you stuck around this long, you are strong-minded enough to know what these cards are telling you. So don't you dare get in the comments either talking about, well, it said I'm confused. If you're not confused, this is, pick another pile, babe. Because this is a very specific message for the people who are ready, for the people who are tired, and for the people who want more for themselves, and they're going to choose it for themselves. They're going to test their might. They're going to see their own power. So if you're not here, just pick another pile. It's that simple. But some of the cards, like again, this one says, you know, don't force it. I don't feel you forcing anything. I feel like you're tapping into your personal power, which is something that you haven't really done quite yet. But like I said, it's like trying to do a love reading with, or it's like trying to do a reading to see how finances are going to be this month, and then choosing a romance deck to use, you know? So you're getting a tarot reading on something, trying to tap into what's in your inner universe. You see how there's a disconnect there? You see how these, like a tarot reading can't really tell you what's inside of you, because your inner universe is going to be different from everyone's. So there is an element of kind of like, not mystery, but we just can't, we're doing a tarot reading, you know what I mean? tapping into your personal power is so much bigger than this reading. But I'm glad that I could be the person to confirm it for you. Like I said, if this is your pal, you wouldn't have stuck. If this wasn't your pal, I don't feel like you'd be here this long, because this is a very specific message. Your next phase in love, there's no need for me to apologize, because this reading set you free. The people who needed this reading, there's no need to apologize, because it was just so confirming. So, you know, we didn't really get into what your next chapter in love is, but at the same time we did. But there's so much that you're gonna reveal and pull out of yourself. So go little rock star. That's what I have for you guys today. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. You know, you can always find me there. But that is what I have for you, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Galacofane Crystal Point and the Wheel of the Year Tarot, this is your reading. We're getting into your next chapter in love. Let me tell you, pile 1 was very different from pile 2 in a good way. All of the piles have been very different so far, so I'm excited to see what comes up from you. They've all been very powerful, very good readings. But they surprised me today, so let's see what we get. There's 3 cards sticking together. And Spirit is giving me the whole story today, so we'll see what your next chapter is about. I'm seeing a glow up happening. I'm also hearing Kali Ma. You may have been called to work with Kali Ma. And I'm getting some Lilith energy here too, like dark feminine energy. Let's see. The Phoenix. Yeah, I love it. Wow, you guys. Oh my God. See, this is what it is. This is crazy. Let's start here. So we have Stabbed in the Back, Seduction, and the Phoenix. There's very much so a tired energy, like you guys are not gonna put up with this energy anymore. Like there's definitely an energy of you being tired with the current dynamic and feeling like I want more for myself and I'm going to get more for myself. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Tapping into this energy, I feel like the person you cared for or loved for most really kind of like they crossed you and they messed with the wrong one, you guys. This feels like an energy of you thought that would break me. You thought that would break me and you left me here to be broken. But the Phoenix is re-emerging from the fire, and it's like there really was a situation that it could be a collection of your love life as well. If you've had like a string of short experiences that have been like just unfulfilling or, you know, bad, whatever, leading you here. But this energy is bringing the dark feminine out of you. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference is what it says at the bottom of that card. Third-party interference may be something that you've dealt with in love. That could be like what kind of prompted this whole journey and you kind of getting tired. But I just get this energy of you kind of really turning into a baddie. It's funny because I see this queen. I'm seeing Anne Hathaway in The Princess Diaries, and I was hearing Queen of Genovia, where it's just like, if you've seen the movie, then you remember that scene where she took off her hat and her beautiful, luscious locks came out, and everyone had to immediately put some respect on her name. Everyone wanted to be her friend when they found out she was royalty, she was the princess. But before that, they really had tried her. And that's the energy that I get here. Like with people, with you, they didn't know who you were, but at the same time you didn't know who you were, so you didn't demand or command the room to give you anything more. So now, cut to the space that we're in now, I just really see your innermost power emerging, and it's just like, whoo, very, very powerful. Okay, so we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. So I see the way that you look at your life is different from the way that other people have seen you, and the way that you've looked at yourself previously. The way that you look at your life is different. And so it's like, as above, so below, so within, so without. This change that you're going through internally is definitely being reflected in your outside world moving forward. We got karmic relationship, and I feel like this is what did it. See, the thing about karmic relationships is karmic relationships are like really cycle based, like over and over and over again. It's not just like one super bad relationship where it just goes left and you never experience something that bad again. It's just like over and over and over, these microaggressions, these micro things happening time and time again, finally getting you to this space where you're like, I'm done with this. I will not do this anymore. So fleeting triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you is what it says at the bottom of that card. So I feel like you may have had to let go of someone that you loved. We have the chaser here though. So I do feel like you had been chasing people that, you know, weren't giving you the time of day, weren't giving you the attention, the love, the energy that you wanted, that you needed, time and time again, till you're like, what in the world is going on here? I cannot stand for this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. And then boom, suddenly things change. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue is what it says at the bottom of that card. And then we have addiction. I feel like you may have been addicted to toxic love. Also, I'm getting a low vibrational here where it's like someone was addicted to your body, but they didn't treat you well. You know, they kind of just treat you like, you know, there wasn't a whole soul, heart, spirit attached to that body. And you're walking away from this. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, resentment, or what does that say? Oh, it says restraint, sorry. So yeah, tapping in, I feel like people may have treated you like that's all you were, just someone that they could have fun with, and they didn't, you know, even be the best version of themselves. And treat you respectfully, and you're like, listen, I'm my first line of defense. You're tapping into this energy within yourself that is definitely causing the shift. So we have the photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories is what it says. So it's like you're having this whole glow up. I felt that all the way since the very beginning of your spread. I'm like, wow, yeah, that Phoenix energy definitely like very, very strong. People are looking at photos of you, looking at the places that you are, you know, coming into. And it's like, you may have even had partners that talk down on you. Who are you going to get that's better than me? You're never going to get anyone that's better than me. You know, people who, whenever you tell them about your wishes and hopes and dreams or your plans, they kind of side-eyed you or scoffed, like you wouldn't be able to achieve them. You wouldn't be able to, you know, become the best version of yourself. You wouldn't be able to rise up and have anything more. Like they really tried to play you. And then we have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, calls, email, and hovering. So I see more communication coming in for you guys. I feel like your next chapter in love is going to be one where you're very popular. A lot of people are wanting to get to know you. A lot of people are wanting to talk to you. You fully left this karmic relationship no matter how hard it hurts. And it's because you've committed to yourself. You know, with this Phoenix card here, and then now all of a sudden, all the people who didn't respect you in the past, didn't, you know, see you for who you are in the past, they're now looking at you just hoping that one day you give them, you know, attention, and you know, they may even slide in your DMs like, hey, how you doing? Haven't talked to you in so long. Honestly, just block and delete, or just delete. We got the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So you're attracting attention of some wealthy people, but also attracting the attention of people who have resources, their own goals and dreams that they want to amount to, that they want to reach in their life. So love it. Fool card, new beginnings. Strength card in reverse, that's the truth. You know, it's hard. It's not easy, and that's just the truth. But we're working through it. We're getting there. You know, the next chapter in your life, you're taking your power back. And I feel like you're tapping into levels of power that honestly, you didn't even know you had. Yeah, and this was you before with this Four of Pentacles, looking out the window like, God, please help me. And God is like, you're going to help yourself. We got the Ten of Swords. You know, what good is it going to be for me to make yet another thing happen to make it so you have to leave this person alone? Just for you to go back to them, you know. I feel like, you know, Spirit kind of giving you a bit of an ultimatum and seeing how bad do you want it? How much work are you willing to put in to your future? What are you willing to invest? And you're like, I got all the smoke. You know, you're showing up and showing out, and because of that, you're attracting people who actually have things that they can add into your life. I love this Fool card too, because that's like an energy of new experiences. That's you going on vacation. That's you getting wined and dined, you getting treated. That's an energy of new experiences, like things that you've never experienced before, like, I don't know, skydiving and going on, you know, trips across the world. You never thought you would be able to do it. Person you last dated, I mean, we all have our own interested, but maybe they had never even been out the country and they never even wanted to. And you're like, ugh, I want, now I'm hearing that Doja bar and what's that song? I don't know what it's called, but I want to share my dreams when it involves you, not the man I need. Like, I feel like you kind of got to that point where it's like, what song is that? That's going to irritate me. But, you know, I want to share my dreams with the person that I'm going to be able to live out those dreams with. I don't want to be having these conversations with you and then you freaking like, you know, put your 2 cents in, depressing, oh, I don't want to go out the country. That doesn't sound fun. Why do you even want to go there? You don't speak the language. Like, I want to share my dreams when it involves you, not the man I need. How soul-sucking must it be to be sharing dreams with someone you know you won't live it out with? And I feel like you guys are like, shoot, I'm better alone. We got the Princess of Swords here. You're like, I'm that girl. And honestly, I feel like you'd rather, I feel like you would rather do it alone than do it with someone who's just going to drain you, your current resources. Like, I also feel like someone may have drained your money. Like, they didn't care about saving and preserving. They just wanted to spend on stupid stuff like food. Not stupid stuff, you know, but like, unless that's your thing, like, oh, I love to try different foods. That's what gives you a sense of adventure. I'm talking like McDonald's and Taco Bell. Like, come on now. You're spending as much as Taco Bell as you would at freaking Applebee's, a sit-down restaurant. Shame on you. Consistently just eating garbage. Anyways, we got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is definitely saying there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and the next phase that you're walking into is going to be much more fulfilling. But you're really having to put your heart out there in order for this to come to you. Wow, you guys. We got the World card and the 10 of Cups that came out for you. This is so beautiful. You're getting that perfect vision of a family that you wanted. And with this World card, it's just like Spirit is looking down on you, so proud of you, so happy. And I just feel the love with this, you guys. Ooh, and I love this. We got the Queen of Pentacles and the Prince of Chalices that came up for you guys, which is funny because it's like you're going to be initiated into receiving love, but it's funny because you're already the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you got your own bag, but someone is like still allowing you to is still wanting to add to your life and, you know, add to you. They're not going to let you pay for your stuff just because you're willing to. They're not going to take advantage of the fact that, you know, you're independent. They're like, sit yourself down and let me take care of you. Let me add into your life. Let me pamper you. Let me cherish you. Let me shower your life with love. And even if you'll accept less, I'm going to give more. So we have the 3 of Swords in reverse, and that's what makes a true masculine, right? That's what makes a man a man. Like every guy, every girl, we all have choices. If we wanted to, we could all download Tinder tonight and get it poppin'. But to have restraint and to choose to be a good guy or a good girl, when you know that you could go rogue, when you know that you can play someone, that's what makes you a man. That's what makes you someone worth respecting. We all have that option. You know what I mean? The most busted of folks, oh my God, I used to be in band in high school. Let me tell you, those band kids had girlfriends and boyfriends more than the popular kids in my school, okay? Those band kids got it cracking. Like, so, listen, anybody could have, you'd be surprised, anybody, first of all, there's, you know, different strokes for different folks. Everyone is celebrated somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So this person, I just feel like they got you all confused and they started to see you as someone, and it's like, wow, when they see this Phoenix, they're going to be shook and they're going to try to get you back. Gotta get you back. I gotta see this through. But Three of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. Anyone who's not worthy will not even, honestly, I don't even feel like get the time of day. I don't feel like they're even gonna get the time of day. I don't feel like they're gonna be able to get close to you. I don't feel like they're gonna be able to talk to you. It's heavy on the you can't sit with us energy. Like, sorry babes, you can't even sit at the table. Yeah, this is so funny. We got the intruder card that came up for you. Dang. Yeah, we have commitment and just the two of us. So your next chapter in love is going to be very romantic, very much so like jet setter type of energy too. Like, I feel like you guys are going to be traveling with someone and they're very much so wealthy. Like, I feel like both of you guys together make a lot of money, but this person specifically, something that's important to them is that they shower their partner with love and their resources. They want to share, you know. They want someone they can share their life with. They want someone that they can kind of like pamper, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, you know. They want to give to you because that's what they want to do. They want you to feel loved. They want you to be, you know, taken care of, and they're going to take care of you as a true divine masculine, true divine feminine should. Now this is funny because we have spellbound and gossip. The spellbound energy I get on both ends. People moving, I feel like everyone's going to be kind of captivated and spellbound by you, because when you're living out your truest self, your highest self, like that's going to attract attention, period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anybody who is themselves always gets like attention. People like contrast. People like to see, and you can feel it when you walk into a room. You can feel the energy shift. It's just like you're a beacon of light. So I feel like this is on everyone. But with the gossip card, that's definitely like people who can't reach you are just doing what people who are mad do. Just gossiping like they ain't got no business. They ain't got nothing else they could do with their time. Just bored and gossiping, you know. So don't even mind them. Sorry, pile 3, the camera cut off, but we have let love in an intruder. So like I was saying before, you know, there's just an energy of people who can't reach you now, people who don't have access to you now being mad. But honestly, that is none of your business. Like, the space that you're moving into is so powerful, and so you're so deserving, so hard worked for. Like, I can't be concerned, and nor should you, about anyone who's feeling away at this time, because it's just like, these people genuinely did have their chance. I mean, you've been dealing with a karmic relationship. Also stabbed in the back. It did say, you know, one of these cards, it was seduction. Third party interference. You know, you may have dealt with your partners choosing to be with other people. Like, I think the camera was a little bit lower. I'm not even going to try to fix it right now, though. You know, you may have dealt with third-party interference, been stabbed in the back by friends and lovers. People left you because they didn't think that, you know, you were worthy. And I just see you guys, you know, really reaching your fullest potential. We have Mary of Nazareth, the mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So you got to be a special... Wow, I just really love your energy. You know, I feel like you're creating something so different for yourself, and ultimately you can't forget it was that phoenix. It was that in you that stood up and initiated this coming. So, you know, you got to put some respect on your name. We have Rabia, the queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love. I move in the way that love asks me to move. So it's not like you're going to have to be harsh. And, you know, there's people that always surprise me where it's like they have the most like troublesome childhoods, and they choose to show up every day and still be a being of love and still put their heart on the line and still allow themselves to be vulnerable. And that's the energy that I get with you, where it's like this world isn't going to change you, but you're going to change yourself so that you attract people to you that embody that love that you also embody. And then we have the Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is a light, and I am that light. So, wow, you guys, like, you're so powerful, taking your power and really transforming And Spirit is proud of you. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of you. This is huge. We have limitations inspire innovations. I absolutely feel that to my core. You guys have been so limited by previous partners and so limited by what people told you could do, what you couldn't do, what you could have, what you couldn't have, what you did deserve, what you didn't. And you're just like, I'm not going to let anyone determine my world for me anymore. I'm going to create the life that I want. Ooh, and then we have welcome the divine masculine. Good for you. Which is beautiful because it's like exactly that contrast. You know, you are the divine feminine. And then we have welcome the divine masculine. This could be vice versa though, especially if you identify as a masculine. You could be tapping into your divine feminine energy, becoming whole, whatever way it needs to be applied. But welcome the divine masculine is definitely an energy of like real masculines or real men, you know, that are worthy of you coming to you. We got sacred mirrors, people who embody that love that you have in you. And then we have your past supports your future. So listen, all of this you are going to be able to use and tap into whenever you need to. And that's kind of like Spirit kind of saying everything happens for a reason. Like everything you've been through made you the person you are today. And now you're going to live out, you know, your truest form and attract your truest love. And I'm just so happy and proud of you guys. So that is what I have for you, group 3. You already know you can find me on Etsy if you need your own private tarot reading. But that is your reading I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with these sunstone crystal points and the mermaid tarot, this is your reading. We are getting into your next chapter in love, all about it. What is happening for you? What is going on? What is coming through for you? So let's just jump right in. That's funny how this came out. We have butterfly and the runner. And I feel like you guys are the runner because there's definitely a transformation that's happening that's initiating this shift within you guys. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So you're definitely coming out of your, you know, I want to say cocoon, but I think it's chrysalis. When a butterfly comes from, forget the technical terms. I feel like you guys are transforming from caterpillar to a butterfly and you're re-emerging, and it's putting you in this space where you kind of have to beat them off with a stick. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to ego is what it says at the bottom of that card. The way that it came through was a totally different way, but I do see you guys kind of not jumping to commit to just any old body. Like, you know, tapping into this energy. We got self-indulgence. Yeah. I really feel like you guys are focusing on yourself, your own happiness, your own esteem, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, mind, body, and soul, really, your mental health. Focusing on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So tapping into this energy, anyone that's going to be in your life is going to have to be someone who really kind of chases you down and makes you really want to, like, shows you that they're really worthy. We have abundance. So I feel like you're attracting wealth, personal wealth, and also wealth outside of you. So people who are wealthy, who have the ability to add to your life. I'm loving this energy, you guys. This is a very cheeky turn of events. I feel like really well deserved too. Keeping a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So Spirit is telling you to like reach for the stars. Seriously, do not, you know, well, I'll just, you know, Spirit, I'll be happy with just, can I have a crumb, just a corner? Like Spirit is like, no, ask for exactly what it is that you want, and it will be received. We have date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning, setting a date. So I feel like someone's coming through. They're asking you on a date. They're trying to get to know you. They want to kind of woo you a bit. And you're definitely in this goddess or self-indulgent God energy where, you know, you're wrapped up in you and really exploring all parts of yourself. And someone's coming in and they're also trying to please you because you're in this goddess and goddess energy. Goddess energy. The dates and the options that you have that are coming through are going to have to serve you because, you know, people, what's the saying? I don't know. You have to show people how to treat you. And if you accept less, people are going to give you less. Like, how often do you go to the store and demand to pay full price when something is on sale? If you give someone a deal, they're going to take the deal, you know? And if you, like, best case scenario, yeah, sure, people should treat you well, but also, like, let's be realistic here, you know? We have the cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, you guys, I feel like it's a little bit of a bittersweet symphony here. Like, there's definitely an energy of you still kind of thinking about the past. We have the addiction card. So truthfully, I feel like getting treated well may be something that's a bit different for some of you. Like, it may be something that you genuinely have to get used to. And you would think that, like, for me personally, it's hard for me to receive. This Christmas, I got a gift card tree from my mom, and it was just like a mini Christmas tree, and she clipped a bunch of gift cards to it. $25 to $50 gift cards, two $50 gift cards to my favorite restaurant, $25 gift cards to Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, all the places that I like to go, Five Below, the grocery store, like all these gift cards. And I almost like it, I really, before that, like a couple months before that, Spirit had personally been initiating me in receiving and allowing myself to receive, and not just working and giving my energy to everyone and feeling like I don't deserve anything back. And, you know, it was so hard for me to receive that, but I had to, and it felt good. And once I really sat in it, it was so blissful. It felt so good to spend those gift cards and to feel like, wow, someone's looking out for me. Someone cares about me. They're taking care of me. And, with you guys, there may be an addiction and a getting used to period, you know, an addiction to sadness or an addiction to not receiving. You may start to crave what you get used to, you know what I mean? Like, we all know, like, McDonald's is terrible for you, but even though it's not good for you, you still start to crave it. If you grew up on McDonald's, you're going to crave the nuggets, you're going to crave the fries, you're going to miss the smell of the oil, you know what I mean? So there's just like an energy here of being realistic and patient with yourself, because I do see you guys, you know, you're going to have to heal from it. It's going to take time. You're going to have to heal from the things that you've been through. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and resentment. It says restraint. So you're going to have to kind of grow out of that phase where you didn't get very much and really kind of embrace this new way of living, this new lifestyle, this new dynamic that you're going to have in your relationships, where people want to date you, they want to take you out, they want to feed into you, they want to give to you. I'm going to put those back. They kind of just fell all at once. They didn't really come out. Queen of Wands in reverse. It's just like you're pouring and pouring and pouring everything that you have, you know, just pouring it all out, and everything going to waste, and no one appreciating your passion and your love and your willingness to do whatever. People are just taking advantage of it. And I feel like you've learned better boundaries. You've also accepted human nature. Like, no one is a being of complete love and light, and that should not be the goal, because we live in a universe where there's once you transcend from this human experience, you may end up on a planet with different types of beings, and there's all sorts of beings and energies and entities in this universe. So I don't even personally get the whole love and light thing, because it's like, babes, we live in a very dualistic universe. There are beings out there who do not care about you, babe, and they will destroy you if they get the chance. And people on this earth like that, and energies and entities that are literally low. And how can we acknowledge energy but not acknowledge low vibrational energy? Like, what are we talking about? So anyways, rant aside, I feel like you're setting better boundaries because you're accepting. Sure, it would be perfect, and, you know, in a perfect world, if people just treated you correctly, but if you've ever been mean to someone, said something that even in a joking way hurt someone's feelings, then, you know, you haven't been perfect either. So it's just like, let's accept that, you know, we sometimes have intrusive thoughts and intrusive actions, and we're not always perfect, and let's be real about it, okay? Because then we can actually have progress, because otherwise you're going to be a perpetual victim. You're always going to get hurt, and you're never going to be able to let it go, because you genuinely feel like this reality is just one that's just here to please you, and that just isn't the truth. So anyways, tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are putting up much better boundaries for yourself. and for other people, not allowing yourself to fall to the wayside, and people are holding you accountable because they see that, you know, you're a true goddess. Like, there's so many goddesses that tap into their dark feminine and will destroy you, but also can build your life up and make it amazing and just mystify, just mystify you, add magic into your life. We have the 5 of Wands and the Page of Swords, so I do see that this is a process for you. Strength card in reverse. There's a lot of healing that's going to be done first, and I feel like you guys are already in that healing phase. We got the 4 of Cups here as well. There's an energy of disappointment, not being completely satisfied with the current. Like, I feel like you guys are going to feel every moment of this transition, but you're rising like a phoenix, coming out of this so much stronger, so much better. Yeah, I feel like you guys are exploring the dark side too with that World card in reverse. I feel like you're walking through the valley, like the shadow side, you know? King of Swords, being your own savior, really tapping into your masculine energy to get things done, to understand and accept things. 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Swords here. You know, honestly, I'm getting an energy of spiritual attack here because I'm almost getting an energy of something outside of your control affecting you and trying to keep you. These low vibrational people, this low vibrational energy, it could be a spirit that has attacked your family for generations. It could be generational curses, whatever. I'm feeling something outside of you being it's very important that you're mindful of this. You take this into account and you treat it accordingly. There is a low vibrational, like this could be people, your friends, your family. You may have to cut them all off. You know what I mean? Seriously, do not. This is not the time. This is just not the time. You know, once you're in a safe space and you're being taken out and protected and loved and treated well by people who care about you, and you've set up a life of abundance yourself around you, then you can kind of relax. But as you're trying to get out of the valley, this isn't the time to be looking, you know, to the left or right. It's kind of like in a race, you know, when people are running a race, you can't look to the left or the right and try to see, ooh, are they gaining on me? How far are they? Because you got to focus on you getting to that finish line. I ain't never seen Usain Bolt look to the left and the right at what the next guy is doing. I've never seen that. And you guys, if you really want to complete and get out of this successfully, I really feel like there's something against you. We got the 3 of Wands in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Mind, body, and soul. There's a whole transformation that's going to have to happen here, and spiritual protection is going to have to be a huge part of your regimen. Consistently saging and cleansing your house, doing sound baths. You know, like I said, saging, you can spray Florida water if you don't want to, if you can't do the smoke, like you got smoke detectors or something. Mixing mint and purified water is really good. You can use tap water too, but rainwater or purified water is a little bit better. Really, really good for banishing and cleansing if you have something in your physical space. So just get you some mint essential oil. If you have a diffuser, it may come with mint. Check that. You know, even if you have like some mint tea, you can, you know, put the mint tea in a spray bottle, and you can do that. Like, that'll work too. Get creative with it. But yeah, tapping into this energy, cleansing is going to be very important, because now I'm getting this very dark, almost demonic energy coming through. Like, there is, like, the devil has a hold on someone that wants a hold of you. Or, you know, there's a dark energy around your life that is really going to have to be hard to fight. And, you know, mind, body, and soul, I feel like that's why we had the repeating 3s too. Spirit is saying, the more crappy you eat, the lower your vibration. You're going to have to go on a little bit of a health kick for real quick. And it's not so you can, like, lose weight. It's so that you can maintain the highest vibration possible, because it's like all hands on deck here. Page of Pentacles is a very small opportunity that will bloom into something so much bigger, and your angels are around you protecting you. But where you are, you guys, I just feel like there's friendships and people who want to drain you of everything you have. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. You have to want it for yourself. You have to want more, and you have to say, I'm gonna have more, and move in that direction. You have to make that choice for you, because if you wait for people outside of you to have mercy on you, or to see you and provide for you and do for you, I just feel like it's not gonna happen. You know, your next chapter should be abundant, but Ace of Wands in reverse, you do have to choose it. You have to choose it for yourself, and go on this journey of cutting people off, isolating, really kind of head down. A lot of discipline required of you guys. And it's kind of like freaking Pouts 2 reading, where it's like, I'm trying to focus. Spirit, what's their next chapter in love? And Spirit is like really getting to the nitty gritty for whatever reason with this reading. Spirit is not like letting me like just focus on like the good. Spirit is like, this is the work that leads you to the good. If you want to ensure that outcome, that light and fluffy outcome, then we got to get to this work. Okay, so tapping in, you know, I don't mind it, but I know, you know, some people just like, I just want some relief. I just want to focus on like the good, and Spirit likes to hijack my reading sometimes. So we have, I think it says Akalanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. So this is like, I am always going through stuff and always being attacked, but I will always prevail, and I will double down on love. And we have Lalita here with the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So Spirit is saying, continue to do the things, find new things that you like to do that can kind of help you in your journey. Like watching, you know, movies or shows that are positive, that make you laugh, you know, getting into new things that kind of like allow your inner child to feel like it has space, and allow you to feel like, you know, there's still some sort of silver lining here. You know, it's hard when you're in a valley and you're really going through stuff and life gets hard. It feels like it's 10 times worse when you double down on like not giving yourself, especially when it's like you're even being called to, you know, get back into like, you know, your health and things like that. Like you're like, I don't get no happiness, no excitement, no nothing, all discipline. So I feel like finding new things that make you happy is going to be imperative for your journey. We have Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So I feel like you guys are committing to the highest version of love. That can only happen through a transformation at this point, because all you're attracting right now is low vibrational beings. And I feel like they've kind of sucked you into their lair to the point where all the places that you're used to going or you like to go, there's always a toxic person around, or there's always something toxic there. It's, you know, smoking, drinking, whatever. It's just like we got to make a whole soul level change. We have the Shekinah with the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. So I see you pulling yourself out of the darkness, and you're being rewarded with abundance, people dating you. And like I said, I see you guys being the runner. You're having to kind of beat them off with a stick, but there's so much of yourself that you're going to have to dedicate to get that outcome. And I feel like that's why Spirit kind of is like keeping this reading more on the truth, the darker energy, not just focusing on, okay, the lighter aspects, the silver lining, the light that sure is true as well and does occur, but you know, with ignoring like that hard work and preservation required, because that's how we get there. And then we have Yeshid Sogal. This one says, the lady of the lotus born, embodiment of the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. So Spirit is giving you the confirmation. You can do it, okay? You have all the power within you. You're very strong. You are made for this. But, you know, it's kind of like a goddess. Like, imagine Aphrodite comes to Earth. You think she's going to be dealing with an F-boy? She'll absolutely freaking destroy them. Like, you're evolving to higher levels of divinity. You know, your current options just simply cannot fulfill you anymore. So we have the gorilla and the deer, which is very interesting contrast, like self-confidence, leadership, and responsibility with the gorilla. And the deer is kind of looked at as more of like, you know, vulnerable and naive. But this one says speed, accuracy, and endurance. You're being guided to no longer stand in the shadows of fear. Begin today to allow yourself to be seen. What you seek is there to be found. Take inspired action and take a leap of faith towards your heart's desires. Wow, very powerful. That's all that your reading has been telling us to do here. The gorilla with self-confidence, leadership, and responsibility. You're being guided to take responsibility for yourself and your actions. No barrier can hold you back from becoming your authentic self. Your path to success is right in front of you. All you must do is open your eyes, mind, and heart. More of that 3 cadence, that mind, body, and soul energy where spirit is like, there's a full body transformation happening here. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge with so much reward, but you guys are really having to dig your feet into the mud and like, you know, get it. We have overrate your intuition. So intuitively, you've already felt that there's a big change that needs to happen in order for this change to occur. Follow that, lean into that. It's going to lead you exactly where you want to be. And then we have you are light, more of that light energy. So I feel like you're coming out of the darkness into the light. We also had the, was it this one? Which one was it? We also had the deer that said you're being guided to no longer stand in the shadows of fear. I feel like you've made a comfortable bed in the shadows, and it's been hard for you to get out. You've almost become comfortable in fear, comfortable in the dark. And Spirit is saying, yeah, you got to know how to navigate the dark and the light. But it's time for you to get out. And not everyone will have that opportunity, that possibility. Not everyone has that over their life. So you have to let them go. We have welcome the divine masculine. Ooh, so that means the people that are going to be, you know, pursuing you moving forward, that's that masculine energy, very desirable, very hot, very spicy, protective, and providing for you as well. And then we have stop, drop, and ground that kind of came out, but I definitely took it because I feel like that is something Spirit wants you to do before you go on this journey, because it's definitely going to be a journey. And then we have what's your honest truth at the bottom of the deck. What do you really want for yourself? Do you really feel that, you know, when you came here with your soul, even though there's people who have been in the trenches and the dark places with you, your soul came in alone and it is going to go out alone, you guys. So I know it may not sit well in your spirit once you leave people and in places that they've made it bearable for you to be in. It's hard to leave them there when they're the people who have stuck, you know, through it with you, but you came into this alone. You assigned that importance to them, and it's time for you to get out. And that's what I have for you guys. You already know you can always find me on Etsy if you want your own private tarot reading. That was your reading today. I love you, you guys. That was your spread. I'll talk to you soon.